What up, everybody? Now, I told y'all when I bought the Maybach, I did not buy a low mileage, perfect condition Maybach. I bought one that was high mileage and has some imperfections. I bought it on a budget, and that's the experiment of this vehicle is, can you buy and own a Maybach on a budget? And that's what we're gonna go find out today. We're gonna go do a full mechanical inspection and go through all the cosmetic stuff that is wrong as well. Now, I did do a PPI, a pre-purchase inspection, but it's always nice to do a post-purchase inspection where you can be present and walk it through with your buddy mechanic and just talk through and look at and think about everything. I think this was a budget Maybach because the mileage was really high and cosmetically there's some issues. We're gonna go over all of that. But good morning, Maybach. Good morning, Mach-E. Good morning, Shelby F-150. I really like what I got going on right now. We got all the three family vehicles up front and all the sports cars, if you will, in the garage. Now, so far in the little time I've owned this, everything seems to be working, and there's actually some really cool original Maybach stuff that usually disappears with previous owners. New Burlacher gear, new hats on the website. Just saying, it's pretty sick, it's pretty dope. We're headed over to Car Guys, but one feature I want to show you really quick is you can have cooled seats and heated seats at the same time. They call it the hot tub feature. It's like when you're sitting in the hot tub, you got the warm water, but the cool air around you. It's the hot tub feature. Google it. It's on the window sticker of the Mercedes. Now, we're over here at Car Guys Service Center, and when I bought the car, they were gonna do a full mechanical inspection and so forth. I was just so excited, so anxious to get it home. I just came and got it, and now we're bringing it back to give them the proper chance to do that post-purchase inspection that they said they would, and so I gotta bring them the car. This door panel, obviously, is one of the things that has some issues, as you can tell. A lot of wear and tear. We kind of wonder if there was like this piece over the top, a carbon fiber piece or something that was decorative, and they took it off because this is all messed up, and obviously we're missing the cover there as well. One reason we think it was carbon fiber is because there's a little bit of carbon fiber inlay right here as well, which we don't think is original, so we wondered if they like tried to match it or something. I don't know. 93,000 miles has a lot of history. All right, Jason, sales pitch right now. What do you do? Who are you?
Jason from Car Guys Service Center.
I'm just kidding. Everyone already knows. Jason, Car Guys Service Center. We're gonna do the post-purchase inspection right here. They're gonna drive it in. There's a lot of things that are weird. I mean, another thing that's weird is the emblem is here and they're typically there. We can't figure out why. Also, Mustang's dead, bro. That never happens. That seems weird. That is weird though. I've never known a Mustang to not start. I just like seeing that thing roll. This is gonna be a full inspection. Video-wise, we're just gonna kind of go through it really quick because there's a lot to cover cosmetically as well. We're just gonna start, it is the V8, as I mentioned before, not the V12, because the price point and the V12s don't have all-wheel drive. It actually looks really clean for 93,000 miles too.
No dust, no nothing.
Oddly, the engine bay is cleaner than cosmetically a lot of other stuff, which is interesting. About 500 horsepower, torque is huge. I'm missing clips. All right, the bill's already starting. I'm missing some clips. That adds up, man. I'm telling you what, Maybach clips. Showcasing the shoes. Always got, how many pairs of shoes do you have? 40? Yeah. Bro, you're too young to have 40. That's a lot of shoes, man. I like that spec though. Yeah. All right, what are we looking at, Jason?
Right now we're looking at the drive belts.
Looking for signs of wear, tear, concerns, etc., etc.
Yep. First concern, we probably need a belt. See these little cracks down here?
We need clips, we need belts. I mean, we've been at this for 30 seconds and Jason's already tacking up the bill here.
Already added money.
Do we have oil?
Oil's good. Nice and clean.
All right, Jason left. We got Alex now. He did confirm Jason's assessment. We probably need a belt. It is cracking. Now, the upside is not obviously an engine out service or anything like that, and belts are cheaper than other things. I do want to mention, I have changed a belt before. I've done mechanical things before. I just choose not to anymore. It's just about time. I don't have a lot of time to do mechanical stuff.
It's time we get up in the air and check underneath this thing, huh?
All right, let's go. Now, it's impressive in the Maybach. We have sound deadening panels here. These are very thick. These feel high quality. And again, I can't overemphasize, it's crazy. 93,000 miles, how clean the bay actually is. Again, especially relative to everything else that's going on. And in case you didn't know, Mercedes-Benz approves these oils. I got distracted. Jason's back. You said the brakes were good.
Brakes are great. We've got 10 millimeters in the front. We've got 7 in the rear.
We've got plenty of life in the brakes.
I see a couple signs of some leaks if you look right here. Yeah, if you look straight down there. Okay. Nothing leaking on top. The turbo, it just got signs of residue from one point it's leaking. They might have replaced that, never cleaned it.
The thing with Jason is he is fast twitch, man. He is like all over the place. So I gotta keep up here. Your birthday tomorrow?
Or no, my birthday's on Saturday. We ain't celebrating though.
Everyone go to Car Guys Service Center and wish Jason happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right, the main thing is in there running the codes. The previous dealer, I think it sat for a minute, which is also why we got a great deal. And so the battery had to be jump started. So we have some codes from the dead battery issue.
Like low volt, power supply too low, low voltage, low voltage, all related to low voltage. We'll reset the whole system. I'm gonna have you come visit me next week. We'll see if anything pops back.
Every system has code. Probably not a big deal.
Top code, power supply too slow.
Power supply is too low.
Power supply. Everything else is green. Pass.
Okay,
pass,
so I do
pass.
have some greens.
Yeah.
Hey, don't touch anything in there. Don't hands off, bro. Help yourself to a purple monster though.
Oh.
It's all you, bro. I had a leak. What kind of leak? Oh, jeez, that's a pretty blatant leak.
Taste it real quick.
So we have oil and coolant. Oh, that's a fair amount right there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, the great thing about coolant leaks is you just keep pouring it in from the top,
Just keep at it.
and it's fine. The skid plate is torn out. Yeah. Because if we look at this side, it comes out to here. So someone tore that, right?
It went over a curb, or not a curb, but say a long
something,
bump and scraped it.
I got that on my
This
RA.
side might have caught
Something.
And
I just tore that pretty good. This is not anything that's like major, which is fine. We're just trying to make sure we didn't get anything that has major issues. As long as we don't have $5,000 in repair bills, we're gonna be able to sell this thing for same money.
benefit.
Ooh, that's some dirt.
Found it.
Oh yeah. I got it.
Running right down there. I mean, obviously nothing major, but you can see we got some coming off that manifold bolt,
Yeah.
dripping down. Obviously, it's catching up in here before it's really getting on the floor.
It's kind of same spot, both sides.
It's dripping down there, running down off here, then running down, then catching
Okay.
or burning on your manifold. Weird smell. They don't smell like chicken or steak. Boot's torn.
Then it doesn't need to be replaced,
No,
right?
no, it's not.
It's
no,
just
it's
the
not
boot's
failing.
torn.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I see that.
CV axles look good. Tire wear is phenomenal.
25.
So these tires are less than a year old. That's amazing. So all the tires in great shape, which is something that it just, when you buy a car, that's something that costs a decent amount of money. You want to make sure you get a car with good tires, or if they're not great, you work that into the sales price. You're not supposed to find next concerns. We're supposed to just be like, good. All right, what do you got here?
Lower control arm bushings. You see it's torn all the way around both sides.
Yeah. So when I bought the Bentley, I took it to the dealership right after, spent $7,000 on oil change and control arms on the Bentley the day after, like the week after I bought it. Is that a $7,000 control arm?
No, not here, car guys.
What we're trying to do is compile all the things that could be fixed cosmetically and mechanically, and then make a decision on what we do fix, because we are going to sell this again in 6 months to 12 months. We want to sell a good car, but we're not selling a perfect car, and the price point will reflect that, and it did reflect that. Now we got a little bit of scrapage here. We're going to get into the cosmetic stuff, like I say, but actually not terrible. We're trying to figure out the source of the oil leak, but the oil is clean, and the rear differential fluid is clean as well. It's had a recent oil change and stuff, which is quite nice. And when we did the PPI, we didn't get the PPI from the dealer that sold this vehicle. We got a PPI from Mercedes, and they checked it out and said it was good. So that gave us some confidence mechanically, but still, after having owned a Bentley, I understand how one little thing can turn out to be very, very costly. Smell my finger. Freon?
Nice. Freon.
Yeah. Science, kids, right here. Make sure you study science in school. I remember doing this in 8th grade.
Good. 40%.
40% is pretty good for some people. Is that bad or good?
No, it's good.
It's good. Oh, it is
still
good.
Yeah.
It is good. All right. I mean, when I was in school, 40% was bad, so I don't know.
Yeah, we good. We're zero.
Zero. I just continue to be surprised. There's some things that are going to cost some money for sure, but like how high mileage it is and some of the cosmetic stuff, like I keep mentioning, the engine is in great shape. I mean, it's clean.
So I don't see anything safety reason why I have to worry about you and your family in this car. Everything else checks out great. We got a couple little drips of oil, a couple drips of coolant we've seen. Other than that, everything looks amazing, as it should. It's a Mercedes.
Because I got 2 little kids, we got to make sure everybody's safe, and my wife obviously as well. I mean, if you own a car and you don't have an oil leak,
You got something wrong.
yeah,
You bought the wrong car.
You bought the wrong car. So an odd thing we just noticed, the tubes here were actually on the wrong one, and they weren't actually hooked up to where they should be hooked up to get the cold air. They were sucking in hot engine air. So this thing is powerful. This thing is fast, and I wasn't even getting the best airflow into the engine. Again, just another weird thing about this car that's not major. It just says kind of like it's an interesting story. Found the source of the oil leak, easy fix.
PCV
Great.
system.
So I'm going to say something here. I'm going to be nice about it. But just so you know, I used to work, right, day job accounting. And whenever I went to corporate, put the laptop back how you had it. He's walking around with his laptop open like that. We had a rule whenever we went to corporate, you held your laptop like that open whenever you walked down the hall, even if you were going to the bathroom, because it made you look like you were always busy. And you just pulled that off. Excellent work. Yes. I'm dead serious. That's what we used to do in corporate whenever we went. You testing the battery now?
Testing the battery right now.
Dude, look at that. That's a big battery. Am I wrong?
Big battery.
That's a big battery. See, what's interesting too, we're gonna get into this, but like I got 2 extra sets of mats in the trunk of this vehicle. Why? Yeah. 2 sets right here. That's what I'm saying. They're different. So it's just crazy the stuff that this car still has for being as old as it is. It's just interesting. All right, now we're getting this thing buttoned up and we're gonna take it out. I'm gonna show you all the weird cosmetic things that are going on and then some of the cool, unique things. So in some upcoming videos, we'll update you on, okay, what's the potential cost for this? And then what's the potential cost for some of the cosmetic repairs we need to do. So let's get it out of the shop. Let's let these guys get back to work and let's tour the rest of the Maybach. A quick cosmetic thing since this is up, it's a little easier to see. We got a major crack right there, which you can see, right? We got some damage here, and then we got some clear coat coming off here. And then you can see this was clearly has some overspray from here. So the bumper was repainted, right? There was some damage or whatever. Painted that, and there's some overspray. So that's one of the cosmetic issues. Now, fortunately, like these guys, I have friends in the auto body business. So we're gonna go down to Fix Auto Provo, have them look at it, get some numbers, see what's worth fixing up or not. But overall, when it's on the ground, you don't actually notice it. So it still looks pretty clean considering. That's enough for now. We're gonna get out of your hair. We're gonna go show you everything else that's wrong with it cosmetically. Go get some lunch.
All right, we're on it.
You guys gotta eat.
Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way.
It's a new day, baby, and we're gonna go over the cosmetic issues, and that's where we're gonna find why this was a budget Maybach. But the reality is, still a really great deal because they're all just minor flaws, no big deal. And when I say flaws, I mean wear and tear, obviously. And we're gonna go around the vehicle. We're gonna start with the driver's door. We got a lot of damage up here, and this isn't like wear and tear. This is like the original material is pulled off, as you can see here. And we feel like someone must have glued like an accessory, some design accents here, and then they tore it off because this is pulled off. Now down here, we've got regular wear and tear, which you would expect from 93,000 miles. Right here, some wear and tear. We're not sure how much of this can really get cleaned up. Down here, we're gonna do our best, obviously, but this is kind of the concern right here. We're also missing a cover piece of the seat adjustments right here. The driver's side rear door is a lot better. There is some of that same kind of issue right here, but that's it. Otherwise, overall, it looks pretty clean for 93,000 miles. Some scuff here, but honestly, that's probably from Baby B since I bought it. The passenger side rear seat door is actually super clean, which is important because that's the best seat in the house. And then the passenger front door has some of the same issues we're seeing on the driver's door. Like again, someone glued something here and then they pulled it off because this all looks like glue. Now, one reason we think something was glued on is if you look at this piece, I think this like little carbon fiber accent here is an accessory. And then all the seats are really in great shape, except the driver's seat has, you know, showing that 93,000 miles right here. Not terrible, just a little bit tired, but otherwise all the seats are really in great shape. The steering wheel overall is not bad. There's some wear and tear, some fatigue, but overall the buttons and everything else work and everything looks pretty clean from a driver's perspective. And then the whole dash, the whole center console, right? We could use a good solid detail, but everything here is clean, nothing's broken, nothing's cracked. The screens work perfectly fine. All the buttons up here, they all work. So all in all, like this experience is actually really, really great. It's just when you look over there, you're like, ugh. That's gross. And then in the center console, all the buttons work. Even this works, even though it's got this huge gash up the middle, which again is just, it's kind of odd, but I Googled this. We might actually fix this. This is not as expensive of a fix as I originally thought it would be. I think you and I think we're gonna be able to fix this for under a couple $100. And then for those that know, the Maybach comes with an IWC clock in the center console. IWC watches are like $30,000. So right there, that's $30,000 alone. I know, that's not really how it works. Now, one thing I love about this Maybach is the floor liners are all this aftermarket black Maybach floor liners. I'm pretty sure these are aftermarket. I think it just adds this really cool, like, I think it just really looks really great. But interestingly enough, we've got all these other floor liners. We've got 2 different sets of floor liners, which I'm assuming like these were probably stock original, unless these were. I don't really know what's going on. We got more pillows here. I don't know why we have so many floor liners. Again, just another odd thing about this vehicle was some of the things that are broken are kind of like ghetto almost, but then there's other things where it's like we got all the floor liners. And look at this in here. You know what these are? These are the Mercedes headphones. We got both of them, and they're actually in really great shape. Usually stuff like this disappears with cars like this. And we even have the Mercedes first aid kit. Unfortunately for the previous owners, it looks like it's never been used. And there's both keys. Again, 93,000 miles. Both headphones, both keys. I mean, the number of times that I don't have both keys when I buy a car, I mean, you all get it. It's crazy. We got them both. So there's things about this vehicle that like were really cared for, maintained. They made sure that things stayed with the vehicle, but then they glued stuff to the driver's door. And as we showed you at the shop, they had a habit of driving into stuff. This rear bumper has that crack. We got some gashes here. We got a solid scratch here. And this one, it looks like this piece was glued on because you can see glue kind of dripping down all over this. Like they tried to glue this back on, doesn't actually latch in right there. And then we got glue drippings. Life advice, if you're gluing together a Mercedes Maybach, wipe up the glue residue. But overall, the front bumper is actually in pretty good shape. They just had issues backing into things. And this, I don't know, maybe they did a music video. It's a Maybach, someone was sitting on it, they broke it, and they just tried to glue it back together. So maybe my Maybach was in a music video. It's probably an Enya music video. But we do have this one big healthy gash on the front bumper. Now these beautiful Maybach wheels, although sturdy and stout, they've all met curbs at different points in their lives. They're a bit fatigued, but we're gonna get those cleaned up for sure. Now here's an odd one, riddle me this. The Maybach emblem is right here. I have yet to find another Maybach where the emblems were on the front. They're all back here on the rear pillar there. So I don't know if someone took it off and they moved it to the front here because they thought that was cool. I'm not really sure what the story is there. Again, we had things glued to the door panel probably, so maybe they moved the emblem around. Oh, and in case you were curious, Baby B has so much leg room. It's absolutely insane. I'm so happy for him. I'm so thrilled for him. This is pretty cool. We have not turned on the TVs for him yet. I haven't messed around with that yet. I'm not sure how that works or even if we could stream like a YouTube video for him. We try not to like just turn on TVs every time we put them in the car. We usually just turn on 80s music and do sing-alongs to songs like Tarzan Boy and stuff. The only real issues I've found in the back seat so far are just these seatbelt harness holder things. Like they seem to have, I think they're supposed to be attached. They're not attached and so they flop around. And I may have broken that one over there since I got the car because I didn't know. Oh, and apologies. When I put the car seat here, I have to move the pillow, but yes. This is beautiful. Now, all I've done in this video is talk about everything that is wrong, which it's a fair amount, but nothing really is like a deterrent from any reason why I wouldn't be happy to own this vehicle or somebody else wouldn't be happy to own this vehicle on a budget. Because I haven't even talked about all of the absolutely amazing, cool stuff that you get with a Maybach, starting with this. Like I'm 6'6", 280 pounds, and the amount of legroom I have here, the foot room, my wife could sit very comfortably in front of me, and I am just cush and chilling, and I'm not even reclined yet. And what's cool is you can control the headrest and so many things back here from up front, and vice versa. You can control a lot of things up front from back here, which is just kind of cool. Okay, recline, baby. Oh yeah. And this extension here is huge for big guys. You know, you get it. Like the thigh support. These thighs need support, baby. And then we do have, obviously, the footrest here, as you can see, coming up. Now, I'm really still too big to take full advantage of this footrest and really, like, get my legs stretched out. I just generally don't use, like, footrests that much because they never are really built for a 200 centimeter tall person. But I've had friends that are 6 feet tall sit in the seat, lay down, and do a full extension, and their toes don't even touch the seat in front of them. And I forgot. Someone's sitting in front of me right now. I could move the seat up even further. We should try that. Now, from what I understand, theoretically, you push this button, and then it controls the seat in front of you, but it doesn't work. Alas, I'll have to deal. It is a budget Maybach. I got the seat moved forward all the way now, and honestly, again, 6'6", this is pretty dope. Look at my legs. We're dangling. I mean, look at that. I am just chilling. I'm relaxed. This is amazing. And I don't even know that I'm ever going to be sitting in the seat because I'm going to be driving people. One of these days, I should probably hire a chauffeur, maybe for a month. If anyone wants to be a chauffeur for a month, I don't have any money, but you get to drive a Maybach. This is what I'm talking about here. I broke this one off. It was attached over there. I didn't mean to break it. I just did. It was loose. Under here, you got 2 remote controls. Up there, I've got 1 more remote control, which again, like the fact that it comes with all remote controls is simply incredible. Also, I'm gonna need this. Now, I think some Maybachs right here have a fridge. I don't think I have the fridge. I just have a cubby. So I have a secret cubby here for secret stuff. I mean, I'm a Maybach owner, so like, of course I have lots of jewelry and expensive things that I could just just hiding there. You have the pillow for there obviously as well, but I've got baby girl sitting here, so like I had her car seat, but yeah, Maybach pillows there. Both rear seats in this Maybach have all the car seat attachments and so forth, everything you need to keep your kids safe. I've got all sorts of climate controls there. We don't even have time to get into all of the amazing stuff in this car. That is just all the stuff that's broken. And again, if you buy a car like this and you don't know that you're getting a budget one, it can kind of be painful because you paid premium price for a bunch of stuff that's broken. But if you get stuff on a really good deal, knowing stuff is broken, stuff that you can fix or manage or that will keep the price fair, then you're good. That's what we tried to do with this Maybach. A budget Maybach, some things that I can fix, that we can fix together, and then when we sell it, we're not out a bunch of money. Let's hope. That'd be the first time for me. There's a first for everything. I bought the Bentley for like 90K. I think I sold it for like 70 something K, so that one didn't go well. I mean, that's everything that's wrong with it. I'm pretty sure I covered it all. If I find more stuff, I'll keep you guys updated. But again, I'll dabble in all the cool stuff in upcoming videos as well as I continue to explore and get to know my Maybach. And then I'll share my experience of being a Maybach owner with you guys as well. Because we're only gonna have this thing for 6 to 7 months maybe. Okay, maybe up to a year, but you get my point. And with that, I wish y'all nothing but the best of luck. Make sure you go crush it. Peace.